जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। श्री राधे गुरुगोविंद भगवान की जय। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत स्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदानेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। बोलो श्री राधे गोविंद भगवान की जय। बोलो श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
जय। हरे कृष्णा निशा।
Hare Krishna, everyone.
कैसे हो? जय हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
कृष्णा रामानुज जी। हरे कृष्णा रामानुज जी। All right. And Anil ji is not feeling well, so he's not joining. But we'll get started. So last week हम लोग 55th अध्याय शुरू करें. And 55th अध्याय is about Pradhuman. Yeah. जैसा कि हम लोग पिछले अध्याय में पढ़ रहे थे 54th में भगवान कृष्ण का विवाह होता है किसके साथ?
रुक्मिणी जी के साथ।
रुक्मिणी जी के साथ. रुक्मिणी जी is none other than extension of लक्ष्मी जी, the goddess of fortune. और विदर्भ राज्य में भीष्मक राजा के यहाँ पे अवतार लेते हैं रुक्मिणी जी, है कृष्ण भगवान का विवाह उनसे होता है. उसके बाद में हम लोग उनके सन के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं. कृष्ण भगवान और रुक्मिणी जी का जो सन होता है प्रद्युम्न. और जैसा कि हम लोग जानते हैं कि एक्सटेंशन ऑफ लॉर्ड श्री कृष्णा, राइट, 4 एक्सटेंशंस होते हैं उनके. एक वासुदेव, और पता है किसी को दूसरे नाम? 4 एक्सटेंशंस जो है भगवान कृष्ण के, वासुदेव, फिर और बलराम किसकी एक्सटेंशन है?
लक्ष्मण संकर्षण.
सो लक्ष्मण जी भी संकर्षण भगवान के एक्सटेंशन है और बलराम जी भी सेम एक्सटेंशन है लक्ष्मण संकर्षण जी के. फिर जो दूसरे और है जो एक अनिरुद्ध और एक प्रद्युम्न. या व्हाट वी आर रीडिंग इज अबाउट प्रद्युम्न. तो प्रद्युम्न अवतार लेते हैं भगवान कृष्ण और रुक्मिणी जी के पुत्र के रूप में. और वही कथा हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं. सो लेट्स रीड दिस. निशा 6th श्लोक से शुरू करते हैं.
दृष्ट्वा तद उदरे बालं मायावते निवेदयन् नारदो अकथयत सर्वतस्या शङ्कितचेतसः. बालस्य तत्त्वमुत्पत्तिं मत्स्योदरनिवेशनम्. Seeing a male child in the belly of the fish, the cooks gave the infant to Mayavati, who was astonished. Narad Muni then appeared and explained to her everything about the child's birth and his entering the fish's abdomen. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the son, who is the son here? Who is the child?
Pradyum.
Yeah. Okay. So because the Sambar one who was against Lord Shri Krishna, and then so he got Pradhuman, he threw him in the water. He gets into the stomach of a fish, which is given to Mayavati, and who works at Sambar's place. And then Narad Muni appears and then explains that this child is none other than Pradhuman. That's what we are reading, right? Ajay?
सा च कामस्य वे वे पत्नी रतिनार्म यशस्विनी पत्युर्निर्दग्ध देहस्य देहोत्पत्तिं प्रतीक्षति निरूपिता शंबरेण सा सुसौदन साधने कामदेवं शिशु वृद्ध्वा चक्रे स्नेहं तदाभ्रके. Mayavati was in fact Cupid's renowned wife Rati. While waiting for her husband to obtain a new body, his previous one having been burnt up, she had been assigned by Sambara to prepare vegetable and rice. Mayavati understood that this infant was actually Kamadev, and thus she began to feel love for him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so let's read the purport so you get some story behind this. Ramanuji? Ramanuji, आप म्यूट पे.
Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explained the story as follows. When Cupid's body was burnt to ashes, Rati worshipped Lord Shiva to obtain another body of Cupid, Samdara. Having also come to Shiva for a benediction, was recognized by the Lord first, who told him, "You should now ask for your benediction." Samdara, struck with lust at seeing Rati, replied that he wanted her as his benediction, and Shiva compiled. Lord Shiva then consoled the sobbing Rati, telling her, "Go with him, and in his very home you will obtain what you desire." Thereupon, Rati bewildered Samdara with her deluding power, and taking the name Mayavati remained in his house untouched. Hare Krishna.
नातिदीर्घेन कालेन स काशीन् रूढयो नः जन्यामास नारीणां विक्षन्तीनां च विभ्रमम्. After a short time, this son of Krishna, Pradhuman, attained his full youth. He enchanted all women who gazed upon him. Nisha?
तातं पतिं पद्मादलायते क्षणं प्रलम्बबाहुं नरलोकसुन्दरं सव्रीडहासोत्तभितु भ्रुवेक्षति प्रीत्योपथस्ते रतिरङ्गसौरतेः. My dear king, with a bashful smile and raised eyebrows, Mayavati exhibited various gestures of conjugal attractions as she lovingly approached her husband, whose eyes were broad like the petals of lotus, whose arms were very long, and who was the most beautiful of men. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ajay?
तामह भगवान कार्ष्णि मार्तस्ते मतिरंत यथा मातृ भावमति मति विक्रम्य वर्तसे कामनी yatha. Lord Padum told her, "O mother, your attitude has changed. You are overstepping the proper feeling of a mother and behaving like a lover." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ramanuji?
Ratir Uvacha Bhavan Narayana Sutta बरेन रतो ग्रत अहम ते दृक्षरा पत्नी रतिर्कमो कामो भवान प्रभो. Rati said, "You are the son of Lord Narayana and were kidnapped from your parents' home by Samdara. Rati, am your legitimate wife, O Master, because you are Cupid." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Cupid is the Kamdev. Kamdev was burned to the ashes by Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva gave a Vardhan to Rati, right? So that's what we are reading right now. एषत्वानिदर्शं सिन्धा वाक्षिपच्छ अम्बरो असुरः मत्स्यो अग्रसीतदुदरादितः प्राप्तो भवान् प्रभो. That demon Shambhar threw you into the sea when you were not even 10 days old, and a fish swallowed you. Then in this very place we recovered you from the fish's abdomen, O master. Yeah, that's what Rati is telling the Pradhuman.
तमीमं जहि दुर्दर्श दुर्जयं शत्रुम् आत्मनः मायाशतविदं तं च मायाभिर्मोहनादिभिः. Now kill this dreadful Sambar, your formidable enemy. Although he knows hundreds of magic spells, you can defeat him with bewildering magic and other techniques. Hare Krishna.
परिशोचित ते माता कुरीव गत प्रजा पुत्र स्नेहाकुला दीना विवित्सा गौरवातुरा. Your poor mother, having lost her son, cries for you like a kurari bird. She is overwhelmed with love for her child, just like a cow that has lost its calf. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभा शैवं ददौ विद्यं प्रद्युम्न महात्मने मायावती महामयं सर्वमाया विनिश्चिनम्. Sukdev Goswami continues, sparking this Mayavati gave to the great soul Pradyumna the mystic knowledge called Mahamaya, which vanishes all other deluging spells. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinodji.
सच्च संबरभेत्स संयुगाय समारत अविश्वास्त माक्षेपः क्षिपन सज्जनयन कलिम. Pradhuman approached Shambhara and called him to battle, hurling intolerable insults at him to foment a conflict. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So adikshipto durvacho biha padahata ivorada nischakram gada panir pavarshatma mralochinaha. Offended by these harsh words, Shambhar became as agitated as a kicked snake. He came out, club in hand, his eyes red with rage. Krishna?
गदामाविद्य तरसा प्रद्युम्नाय महात्मने प्रक्षिप्य व्यनदन्नादं व्रज निष्पेष निष्ठुरम्. Sambara whirled his club swiftly about and then hurled it at the wise Pradyumna, producing a sound as sharp as a thunder crack. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Shambhar starts fighting with Pradhuman.
तामा पतंती भगवान प्रद्युम्न गया गदया गदाम अपास्य शतत्वे क्रुद्ध प्राहिणोत स्वगदाम नृप. As Sambara's club came flying towards him, Lord Pradyumna knocked it away from his own. Then, O King, Pradyumna angrily threw his club at the enemy. Hare Krishna.
Sacha mayam saram saritya daityam maya darshitam mumusche satramayam varsham Krishna Vaishnas Vaidhayaso Suraha, restoring to the black magic of the Daitya taught to him by Maya Davana. Samvara suddenly appeared in the sky and released a downpour of weapon upon Krishna's son. Hare Krishna.
Vinodji?
बाध्यमानो स्त्र वर्षेना रौक मिनियो महारथा सत्तमिकं महाविद्यम सर्व मायो पमरदिनीम. Harassed by this rain of weapons, Lord Rokminya, the greatly powerful warrior, made use of the mystic science called Mahamaya, which was created from the mode of goddess and which could defeat all other mystic power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. See, he is being referred as Lord Rukmini. Why? Who is Lord Rukmini?
Is he Rukmini's husband or something? Or?
His son, right?
Oh,
So,
okay, Rukmini's son, yes.
right? So Pradhuman is the son of Rukminiji and Lord Shri Krishna, right? And he is fighting with Shambhar, who was the demon. ततो ग्रोहक गंधर्व पेशा चौरग राक्षसी है प्रायुक्तम शतशोदैत्य है काशिन व्यर्थ धम यत्सता है. The demon then unleashed hundreds of mystic weapons belonging to the Guyakas, Gandharvas, Pisachas, Argajas, and Rakshasas. But Lord Karshani, Pradhuman, struck them all down.
निशातमसि सिमुद्यम्य सकिरीटं सकुण्डलं शम्बरस्य शिरः कायात् ताम्रश्मश्वजो साहरत्. Drawing his sharp-edged sword, Pradhuman forcefully cut off Sambara's head, complete with red mustache, helmet, and earrings. Hare Krishna.
आकीर्यमाणो दिविजय स्तुवध्वे कुसुमोत्करै भार्यामर्चारण्य पुरम नीतो विहायसा. As the residents of the hard planet showered Pradyumna with flowers and chanted his praises, his wife appeared in the sky and transported him through the heavens back to the city of Dwarka. Hare Krishna.
Antaha pura varam rajan lalana sata sankulam vivesha patnya Gaganad Vidyuteva Balahakaha. O king, Lord Pradyumna and his wife resembled a cloud accompanied by lightning as they descended from the sky into the inner quarter of Krishna's most excellent palace, which were crowded with lovely women. Hare Krishna.
Tam drashta jaldasyam pitkoshya vasasam pralam bahum tagracham susimatam ruchi rananam swalam krata krit mukham bhojam nil vakra laka libhi krishnam matva striyo hita nilul yustra tatraha. The women of the palace thought he was Lord Krishna when they saw him dark blue complexion, when they saw his dark blue complexion, the color of a rain cloud, his yellow silk garments, his long arms and red tinged eyes, his charming lotus face adorned with a pleasing smile, his fine ornaments and his thick curly blue hair. Thus the women became bashful and hid themselves here and there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Pradyuman was looking like similar to Lord Shri Krishna. Avardharya Shanerisha Dvelakshannena Yoshitaha Ubjagmuha Pramudita Shastri Ratam Suvismita. Gradually, from the slight differences between his appearance and Krishna's, the ladies realized he was not the Lord. Delighted and astonished, they approached Pradyuman and his consort, who was a jewel among women.
अथ तत्रासीता पांगी वैदर्भी वल्गुभाषिणी अस्मरत स्वसुतं नष्टं स्नेहस्नुत पयोधरा. Seeing Pradyuman's sweet voice, dark-eyed Rukmini remembered her lost son, and her breast became moist out of affection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay.
Ko nagam narvedvar kasya va kamlekshanam dhrita kaya va jatre kiyam labdha tvanena va. Srimati Rukmini Devi said, "Who is the lotus-eyed jewel among men? What man's son is he? And what woman carried him in her womb? And who is this woman he has taken as his wife?" Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Rukmini is asking all these questions about Pradyuman. She is not realizing that he is none other than her son.
Mama chapi atmaja nasto nito ya sutika grahat etatulya vayo rupo yadi jivati kit rachit. If my lost son, who was kidnapped from the maternity room, were still alive somewhere, he would be of the same age and appearance as this young man. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Rukmini is remembering that his son was taken away by Shambar at that time, right? Will be the same age she is remembering. Okay. Sorry, Rinaji. Rinaji.
Katham tva anena sampratam saryupyam sarnaga धन्वनः अकृत्य वायविर्गत्य स्वर हसवलोकनः. But how is it that this young man so much resembles my own Lord Krishna, the wielder of sarang, in his bodily form and his limbs, in his gait, in the tone of his voice, and in his smiling glance? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Rukmini is saying, how come he resembles Lord Shri Krishna? Is the question she is asking. Seva bhavetrunam yo me garbe grito abhark amvishmin pritiradhika vamah ishurati me bhuje. Yes, he must be the same child I bore in my womb, since I feel great affection for him and my left arm is quivering. So Rukmini is feeling he actually is the same child. Yeah.
एवं मीमांसमानायां वैदर्भ्यां देवकी सुतः देवक्यान कदुन्दुभ्यामुत्तमः श्लोक आगमत्. As Queen Rukmini conjunct in this way, Lord Krishna, the son of Devaki, arrived on the scene with Vasudeva and Devaki. Hare Krishna.
विज्ञातार्थो अपि भगवांस्तु श्रीमास जनार्दनः नारदो कथयत् सर्व शम्बराहरणादिकम्. Although Lord Janardhan knew perfectly well what had transpired, he remained silent. The sage Narad, however, explained everything, beginning with Sambara's kidnapping of the child. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. At that point, Narad Muni comes and Narad Muni explains that he is none other than son of Rukmini ji. Yeah. And then he tells the story of how Shambar had kidnapped him when he was 10 days old. Right? Hare Krishna, Tarun.
Hare Krishna. Tat Shutva Mahad Ashcharya Krishnanta Puryoshidha Abhyanandan Bahun Abdhan Nastram Mritam Ivagatam. Can you scroll up, please? When the women of Lord Krishna's palace heard this most amazing account, they joyfully greeted Pradhyumna, who had been lost for many years, but who had now returned as if from the dead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Ramanuja.
देवकी वासुदेवा सच कृष्ण रामो तथा स्त्रियः दंपती तौ पुरी स्वज्या रुक्मिणी च यौर्मुदम्. Devaki, Vasudeva, Krishna, Balarama, and all the women of the palace, especially Queen Rukmini, embraced the young couple and rejoiced. Hare Krishna.
Astam pradyumnam ayatam akarnya dwarka yukasha aho murta ivaya tayo balo distayeti habru one. Hearing that lost Pradhuman had come home, the residents of Dwarka declared, Providence has allowed this child to return as if from death. Hare Krishna.
Yam ve muha pitra sarupa nijesha bhava istan matro yad bhajan rud bhava hai Chitram natata khadu ramashpada bimba bimbe kameshmare akshavishe himutane. It's not astonishing that the palace woman, who should have felt maternal affection for Pradhuman, privately felt ecstatic attraction for him as if he were their own lord. After all, the son exactly resembled his father. Indeed, Pradhuman was a perfect reflection of the beauty of Lord Krishna, the shelter of the goddess of fortune, and appeared before their eyes as Cupid himself. Since even those on the level of his mother felt conjugal attraction for him, then what to speak of how other women felt when they saw him? Just this, Nisha.
As Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains, whenever the palace women saw Sri Pradyumna, they immediately remembered their Lord Sri Krishna. Srila Prabhupada comments as follow in Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Sukadev Goswami has explained that in the beginning, all the residents of the palace, who were all mothers and stepmothers of Pradyuman, mistook him to be Krishna and were all bashful, infected by the desire for conjugal love. The explanation is that Pradyuman's personal appearance was exactly like Krishna's, and he was factually Cupid himself. There was no cause of astonishment. Therefore, when the mothers of Pradyuman and the other women mistook him in that way, it is clear from the statement that Pradyuman's bodily characteristics were so similar to Krishna's that he was mistaken to be Krishna even by his mother. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, this ends the purpose of the humble servants of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to the 10th canto, 55th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The History of Pradyuman. Yeah, so that's what we are reading, the history of Pradyuman, and we completed 55th chapter. Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
So we'll continue with 56th adhyaya, which is about the Shwamantak jewel. So that's the money which there is a story behind that. We'll read that katha. Ajay.
Shri Shuk Uvaj Satrajitah Swat Nayam Krishnaya Kritaki Lipshah Swam Swimantken Marina Swayam Mudyamya Dattavan. Sukhdev Goswami said, having offended Lord Krishna, Satyajit tried as best he could to atone by presenting him with his daughter and the Shyamantaka jewel. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So there was a king named as Kshatrajit. We'll read about that. Ramanaji.
Shri Rajuvacha Shatrajitah Kim Akaroda Brahmanam Krishnaya Kilbiseha Shyamanatakaha Kutastasya Kasmad Datta Suta Hare. Maharaj Parikshit inquired, O Brahmana, what did Krishna Satyajit do to offend Lord Krishna? Where did he get the Shamatanka jewel, and why did he give his daughter the Supreme Lord? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Parikshit Maharaj wants to hear from Sukhdev Goswami ji about King Kshatrajit, and why did he offend Lord Shri Krishna, and why did he then give the Shyamantak money to Lord Shri Krishna? Right? That's what Parikshit Maharaj is asking. So Shukdev Goswami ji is explaining. Vinodji?
Sri Suk Uvach Asit Satrajitah Suryo Bhaktasya Parmah Sakha Preet Targay Tasmay Marim Pradat Sacha Tushta Sya Mantakam. Sukadev Goswami said Surya, the sun god, felt great affection for his devotee Satrajit. Acting as his greatest friend, the demigod gave him the jewel called Syamantaka as a token of his satisfaction. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so sun god Suryadev, so he was devotee of Suryadev, Kshatrajit. So Suryadev gave him a jewel which is called Shyamantak. Tarun?
Satam Vibhanam Manim Kante Bhajmano Yatha Ravihi Pravishtako Dwarakam Rajan Tejasa Nopalakshitaha. Thank you. Wearing the jewel on his neck, Satrajit entered Dwarka. He shone as brightly as the sun itself, O king, and thus he went unrecognized because of the jewel's effulgence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Kshatrajit was wearing that jewel, Shyamantak, which was given to him by Suryadev. Yeah. And when he entered, he pretty much went unrecognized because of the jewels, so much of effulgence. Tam vilokya jana dura uttejasa musta dristaya divyate akshara bhagavate sansanshushva surya shaktitaha. As the people looked at Kshatrajit from a distance, his brilliance blinded them. They presumed he was the sun god Surya and went to tell Lord Krishna, who was at that time playing at dice. Isha?
Narayana Namastestu Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Damodarar Ravindaksha Govinda Yadunandana. The residents of Dwarka said, Obeisances unto you, O Narayan, O holder of the conch, disc and club, O lotus-eyed Damodar, O Govind, O cherished descendant of Yadu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. When they came, they first did the obeisances. What are they calling him? Narayan, holder of Shankh Chakra Gadadhara. And then they are saying Damodar Arvinda Aksha. Arvinda Aksha. That is the lotus side. Aksha is the eyes. Arvind is the lotus. So Damodar having the eyes, Kamal Nayan. Yeah, Kamal Nayan, Damodar. Of course, they are calling him Govind, Yadunandan. So by different names, the residents of Dwarka, obeisances unto you, O Narayan, O holder of the conch, dish and club, O lotus-eyed Damodar, O Govinda, O cherished descendant of Yadu. That's how they are invoking him. Ajay?
Esh ayati savita tvam dvidikshur jagatpate mushran gabhasti chakren niram chankshukshi timuga. Lord Savita has come to see you, O Lord of the universe. He is blinding everyone's eyes with his intensely effulgent rays. Hare Krishna.
Nanu anvachati te murgam त्रिलोक्यं विभुदर्शसभः न्यद्वद्यागुधं यदसु द्रष्टुं त्वं यति अज प्रभो. The most exalted demigods in the three worlds are certainly anxious to see you out, O Lord, now that you have hidden yourself among the Yadu dynasty. Thus, the unborn sun god has come to see you here. Hare Krishna.
Vinodji?
श्रीसुक उवाच निशम्य बालवचनं प्रहस्यां भुजलोचनः प्राणासौ रविर्देवः सत्राजिन्मणिना ज्वलन्. Sukdev Goswami continued, hearing these innocent words, the lotus-eyed Lord smiled broadly and said, "This is not the sun god Ravi, but rather Satyajit, who is glowing because of his joy." Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Tarun?
Satrajit Swagraham Srimad Kritkotukalamangalam Pravishya Devasadane Manim Vipresya Veshatah. King Satrajit entered his opulent home, festively executing auspicious rituals. He had qualified Brahmanas, installed the Syamantaka jewel in the house's temple room. Hare Krishna.
दिने दिने स्वर्णभारानस्तो ससृजति प्रभो दुर्भिक्षमार्यादिष्टानि सर्वप्याविधायो अशुभा न शान्ति मायिनस्तत्र यत्रास्ते अभ्यर्चितो मनिः. Each day the gem would produce 8 brass of gold, my dear Prabhu, and the place in which it was kept and properly worshipped would be free of calamities such as famine or untimely death, and also of evils like snake bites, mental and physical disorders, and the presence of deceitful personas. It explains here. Let's read this. Nisha?
Srila Sridhar Swami gives the following sastric reference concerning the Bhara. Chaturbhira Rithibhira Gunjanam Gunjaha Pancha Panam Panan Astau Dharnam Astau Cha Karsam Tamas Chaturtha Palam Tulam Pala Satam Prahur Bharah Sait Vimastis Tulah. 4 rice grains are called one gunj, 5 gunjas, 1 pan, 8 panas, 1 kars, 4 karsas, 1 pal, and 100 palas, 1 tula. 20 tulas makes 1 bhar. Since there are about 3700 grains of rice in an ounce, the Syamantak jewel was producing approximately 170 pounds of gold every day. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so that's in the that the light of that, right, was producing 170 pounds of gold every day. Yeah, that was the money which Surya Dev gave to the king. Yeah. Ajay?
स याचितो मणिं कापि यदुराजाय शौरिणा नेवार्थ कामुकः प्रादद यांचच्छा भंग मतर्कयन्. On one occasion, Lord Krishna requested Satyajit to give the jewel to the Yadu king, Ugrasen, but Satyajit was so greedy that he refused. He gave no thought to the seriousness of the offense he committed by denying the Lord's request. Hare Krishna.
Kada Malim. Sorry, is that my number? Somebody else.
Ramanuji.
Okay, go ahead.
Tam ekada manim kanthe प्रतिमुच्य महाप्रभं प्रसन्ते हयम् अहोया मृगयं व्यक्षराद वने. Once Satyajit brother Prasena, having hung the brilliant jewel about his neck, mounted a horse and went hunting in the forest. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so there was Shatrajit who had the money, but one day what happens is his son Prasena, he wears that and then goes for a hunting. Yeah, Vinodji.
Prasenam Sahayam Hatva Mali Man Chidam Kesari Giri Visan Jam Bhavata Nihito Mali Vichata. A lion killed Prasena and his horse and took the jewel. But when the lion entered a mountain cave, he was killed by Jamvan who wanted the jewel. Hare Krishna.
So, P. Chakre Kumarasya Manim Kridanananka Bile Apashayam Bhratam Bhrata Satrajita Paryaptaha. Within the cave, Jamon let his young son have the Swayamataka jewel as a toy to play with. Meanwhile, Satrajit, not seeing his brother return, became deeply troubled. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna nihato grivo vanam gata bhrata mameti tachutva karne karne ajapan janah. He said, Krishna probably killed my brother, who went to the forest wearing the jewel on his neck. The general populace heard this accusation and began whispering it in one another's ears. Yeah. So you see what happens? Shatrajit has that money. His brother wears that, goes to the forest, a lion kills him, and then a lion's Jambal kills him, and he gets the money. But then the king, Shatrajit, he thinks that Lord Krishna actually got his brother because he had asked him to give the money to Ugrasen, which he had refused. And then he said that, and then everybody started talking about that. Yeah, everybody started whispering about that in the ears. Okay, Isha?
भगवांस्तदुपश्रुत्य दुर्यशो लिप्तमात्मनि मार्ष्टुं प्रसेन पदवीमन्वपद्यत नागरेह. When Lord Krishna heard this rumor, he wanted to remove the stain on his reputation. So he took some of the Dwarka's citizens with him and set out the retrace Prasena's path. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Lord Krishna wanted to prove Shatrajit wrong, and he tried to find Prasena. Ajay?
Tam Prasenam Ashram cha Vikshe Kesharna Vane Tam Chandra Prishte Nihat Mrikshen Didarshrajana. In the forest they found Prasena and his horse, both killed by the lion. Further on they found the lion dead on a mountain side, slain by Raksha Jamban. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Ramanuja.
Raksha Raj Bilam Bhiman Andhena Tama Satvatram Eko Vivesha Bhagavanam Avastapya Bahir Prijaha. The Lord stationed his subject outside the terrifying pitch dark cave of the king of the bears, and then he entered alone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ramanuja.
प्रत्युदृष्टः मणि प्रस्थम बालकृत दनकं कृतं हर्तुं कृतमतिस् तस्मिन् अवातस्थैर्भकन्तिके. There Lord Krishna saw that the most precious of jewels had been made into a child's plaything. Determined to take it away, he approached the child. Hare Krishna.
Tara.
Tam apurvam naram tvastva dhatri chukrosha bhitavata tachutva bhradvata kruddho jambavanam balina varam. The child's nurse cried out in fear upon seeing that extraordinary person standing before them. Jambavan, strongest of the strong, heard her cries and angrily ran toward the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Save Bhagavata tena yudhe saminatmana purusham prakritam matva kupito nanubhavita. Unaware of his true position and thinking him an ordinary man, Jamban angrily began fighting with the Supreme Lord, his master. Yeah. So Jamban did not know that is Lord Shri Krishna himself, and then he started fighting with him. Yeah. I think we'll pause here and then we'll continue reading how Lord Krishna gets that money back and gives it to King Kshatraji. Yeah. That's what we are reading in this adhyaya. So let me stop sharing. We'll continue reading it tomorrow from here. And of course, it's Shravan month. Not sure who all is doing the Shravan Somvar. Anyone doing? Huh? Yeah, so some people do Shravan Somvar, which is nice. But we are going to hear a nice Lord Shiva bhajan. Yeah. So this is about Shankar Teri Jata Se, sung by Maithili Thakur. Beautiful bhajan of Lord Shiva.
जटा में बहती है गंगधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है
was good.
Hmm?
That was good.
Nice, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the Lord Shiva Bhajan by Maithili Thakur. Yeah. She has sung beautiful bhajans, actually.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Talented. Yeah.
yeah, the other two brothers, they were her brothers who were playing
Oh,
that.
tabla and Manjira. Okay. The entire
she's
family is
the,
talented, huh?
yeah. Actually, her story behind this. She was from a poor family like her father, and then they got trained, and now she is very popular. Now she actually MLA from Bihar, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must be BJP MLA, right?
Yeah.
Good for her.
A very good bhajan she sang, like Ram ko dekh kar Sri Tilak Nandini. Yeah.
What's her name?
Maithili.
Maithili.
Maithili. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Yeah, we'll continue reading the Srimad Bhagavatam. Hello.
Sure.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.